Yeah.
And we can't forget the internet,
Yeah, the internet.
1450WLAF.com. We're gonna have a special edition show tonight, half hour
Special edition.
special edition. Absolutely. Thank you for calling Just Sports. You on the air.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
Ben.
Fine. Yeah, we only gonna be on the air half hour tonight. Things are just a little slow.
Yeah.
Kobe's been busy today. I was in Kentucky all day today, so
There's not a lot going on in the sports world either.
Yeah.
I mean, a few things, but it's
it makes it tough. I need to.
We're gonna be on next Tuesday on the whole hour next Tuesday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Seems like we got a lot more things to talk about on Tuesday.
Yeah. And
Yep.
you know, shame on me. I didn't prepare well for tonight. Just to be perfectly honest with you.
You know what I got now?
What?
I got 2 dogs now.
Oh Lord.
No.
You don't need 2 dogs.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs. One play with you, one don't play with you.
Well, you don't need 2 dogs.
Yeah, I won't ever let you two.
Huh. Well, let me get off here and get to our sponsorship. Who's your favorite team, Kay?
Okay, go Cougars.
All right, we'll talk to you Tuesday.
We'll see you.
Okay,
Bye-bye. All right. Here we
We're
go.
getting in with the sponsors now.
And with the sponsors, absolutely. First and foremost, we want to say thank you to Hometown Sears Store and the Food City Center of Woodlands Mall. Their phone number is 562-7700. For anything that you need inside or outside of your home, about a lawn tractor, a weed eater, hand tools, washer and dryer. I mean, I say it every week,
Yep.
don't I?
Mhm.
Anything that you need inside or outside of your home, they've got you covered. Their phone number, once again, is 562-7700.
It's about time to start mowing too.
Yes, it
Got
is.
Had us a really
Especially
nice
with the
day
weather that we
today.
had today.
I wish it would stay like that for a while.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be pretty next week.
Yeah. The next
It's gonna
couple
be
days, though, I think we're gonna have a little
Yeah,
rain,
next couple of
but
days we're gonna have rain, but
We'll make
after
it way
that, it's
through,
gonna be nice and sunny after Sunday, so we'll be good. Bird screen printing, downtown La Follette beside the Birds Memorial Bridge. As you can see, I love wearing this windbreaker. I wear it quite often. I only wear it up here, and sometimes I wear it out town, depends on where I'm
Yeah.
going. Yes, I do wash it, just in case if you're wondering. Well, if somebody sees it on me a lot, they say, well, don't you ever
Yeah.
wash that thing?
You just say, hey, I got 3 or 4 of them. You know,
Yeah,
that's what
well,
you want. You need to come by. We got some tie dyes in now. You need to come by and get you a tie dye.
Oh, yeah?
You're wearing it on the show.
I look like a big clown. Anyway, bird screen printing downtown La Follette beside the Birds Memorial Bridge. Anything that you need as far as your screen printing needs, baseball is here.
Mhm.
It's time to go down and get your baseball uniforms. They do a great job on baseball uniforms. When I coach baseball, that's where I got mine every year. Their phone number is 562-3044. 562-3044. Go down and see Larry, Kobe, and Don. They'll take care of you. That's Delta Dawn. Make sure you walk in there and ask for Delta Dawn.
Yeah.
Also, we want to say thank you to Castleton's Fitness. Their phone number is 566-1393. Step into Castleton's, step out a brand new you. They have Zumba. They've got kickboxing. They've got CrossFit training. They've got a registered nurse on staff. They've got tons of equipment, showers, a sauna. Oh, the list goes on and on. So if you're really serious about getting yourself into shape, go down to Castleton's Fitness. By the way, we have a free one-day pass. Anybody who wants a one-day pass, feel free to call in. We'll leave them here at the station for you. We'll put your name on the back. But anyway, phone numbers 423-566-1450 or 423-562-3557. Also, we want to say thank you to Charlie's Pizza, often imitated, never duplicated. For 38 long years, they've been doing pizza the right way, and they've been the old-fashioned way. I mean, for 35, 36, 37, 38 years, pizza has stayed the same.
Yep.
It's only over the course of the years, they've stayed in business because of the quality of food that they produce. Their phone number is 562-0116 for all call-in orders, or if you'd like to go in and sit down and have a great time, great family environment, go down and share the love I promise you'll see somebody that you know. Also, we want to say thank you to State Farm, Linda Kilgore, the agent here in Jacksboro. Her phone number is 566-5000. 35 years being in the insurance business. There's nothing that she can't face with you, for you, and make sure that she sees it till the end. She's been an adjuster, so she knows that part of the game. She's an agent, she knows that part of the game. And she knows how important it is for you to have insurance, that what you pay for is what you get. You're not being overpriced with cut rate insurance and what do you call that? Paying overpriced insurance and then being covered for under what you actually needed. So her phone number is 566-5000. With that being said, let's roll on.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
SEC tournament. We
Yeah.
just got through watching the game there. It was a big win by Tennessee coming back there in the second half.
You know, I didn't think they was going to win that game.
When they were down at halftime by 6 points, I thought it was over.
Really? At halftime?
Yeah, even
You know
at
when I
halftime.
thought it was over? When Vanderbilt came out,
They tipped-
scored 6 points
Yeah,
that quick and was up by 12, and then at one point was up by 13 points.
yeah.
Or
Are you talking about they were up by, in the second half?
Yeah.
They were up by as many as 12, right?
Yes.
12 or 13 points.
yes, absolutely. And I thought Tennessee, but
It seems like every game between Tennessee and Vanderbilt's been like that this year, though. I know the game down in Nashville earlier in the season, I believe we were down by 10 or 12 points, and we came back and won that game in
Right.
overtime. And
Yeah.
then here in Knoxville, we were up on Vanderbilt by 13 points in the second half, and they came back and beat us late in the game. And then here we're down by 12 points in the second half, and we come back and win, which this was obviously the most important game in the SEC
Well, sure.
tournament. It's much better to get this win than the other two. But it was, we were able to split the season series and then come out here and get a big win in the, first
In the
round of the tournament. So
yeah. And just speak about some big wins. Auburn. What do you
Yeah.
think about Auburn? You picked
well,
Auburn.
I picked them to win that win
Against
last
Mississippi
night
State.
against Mississippi State, and they pulled that game off. They won. They won by 6 points. They won 74-68, and then they upset Texas A&M, a 5 seed. They beat them 66-59 today. And I mean,
Right.
Auburn's a 13 seed. They were just right there, just above Missouri. Going into this game, I believe they were 13 seed. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a surprise. Having them going into that Friday game.
Have you ever wondered why Kentucky's in this bracket and not in this bracket since the 14th is down here and the number 1 is up here?
Yeah, see, that's why I really didn't understand that bracket. That's why I originally thought, earlier
Right.
that Tennessee would be playing them if they won tonight's game. That's what I originally thought.
Normally,
It's a
when
bracket.
when you see a number 1 seed in one side of the bracket,
Yeah, you're going to see the
14th or
lowest seed
is,
there.
is
Yeah.
in that side of the bracket as well. But that's not the case on this bracket.
No.
So, in other words, it kind of benefits Tennessee for being in this lower bracket.
Yeah, I mean, in this bracket here, Tennessee was able to run the table. They wouldn't face Kentucky until the championship game on
Right,
Sunday. So,
exactly.
it's to their advantage. Tennessee got placed on the best side. We're still going to have a really tough game against Arkansas tomorrow, though.
We beat Arkansas before
Yeah,
in the regular season
yeah.
at
Yes.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
So, who's to say we can't beat Arkansas
Yeah, I
again? It's going to be tough, but they beat Vanderbilt twice this
Yeah.
year, both times in Nashville.
Mhm.
Hopefully, Tennessee will play extremely well tomorrow at
See-
7 o'clock.
To me, it just seems like they play better on the road or at neutral sites.
Well, sure.
This year they have.
Yeah, they have all year,
Yeah.
which makes no sense. Josh Richardson had 22 points,
Yeah.
6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals.
Scored 15 points in the second half, which was huge for that comeback win.
And the thing about it is, he only had 7 the first half,
Yeah.
but he had some other teammates that kind of kept him close
Mhm.
to being in the ball game.
Yeah.
The first half.
Yeah.
But Josh Richardson just really took over.
He just played like he didn't want that to be his last game
Well,
at
sure.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only senior. I say he's the only senior. There's a couple of seniors on the team. The others you don't know anything about.
But he's
because you
more
don't
the
ever see him.
leader of the team.
But he is the leader of the team. He is a senior. He's the one that's going to be missed the most. But like you said, he didn't want it to be his last game.
Yeah.
He willed the Vols into a win. They beat Vanderbilt 67-61. Now we're going to find out who's going to play Georgia between South Carolina and Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Who do you like in that game? Or does it really
I
matter?
think Ole Miss will win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss will win that game.
Well, Ole Miss is a 6 seed. South
Yeah.
Carolina's an 11 seed. So if Ole Miss wins, it's not going to be an upset. But
I mean-
South Carolina is playing pretty good basketball.
Yeah, they're playing good, and
They beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
Then they beat Missouri.
Mhm.
So,
so they're
now,
coming into this game, pretty fresh, ready to go, and that's why another thing I'm looking at seeing at Auburn possibly being dangerous going up against LSU tomorrow.
right.
Because, Auburn's played 2 quick games. They might be a little tired going into that. But, I mean, it's a good feeling being the underdog at both of these in their past 2 games. They come
Right.
out and got back-to-back wins, and then they're playing tomorrow. They got a lot of momentum going for them right
Well,
now.
sure.
And Bruce Pearl is one of the best motivators in the game of basketball. So, he's going to have his guys ready to play tomorrow.
Well-
And, LSU hasn't played since, they haven't played in about 6 days. So
Correct.
Yeah.
That was going to be my question to you. Auburn's played 2 games back to back,
Mhm.
which you said they may be a little bit tired.
Mhm.
But then again, as far as their being on their A game,
Yeah.
I would much rather go into a basketball game having played 2
Mhm.
as having to set for the last 6 days.
And especially
Is
you're
that
the
an advantage
underdog
to
as well.
Auburn?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Being the underdog too, I believe it is.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Auburn certainly is playing for a spot, possibly in the NIT. Now, whether or not that's the case, I don't know.
And I mean, basketball is a big thing, getting into rhythm too. And it seems like these past couple games they've had some good rhythm. So
Yeah. LSU, of course, we know how LSU plays.
Yeah.
How they became a 4 seed was simply because by the fact that everybody else was thinking it up.
yeah,
Worse
and I
than
mean
they were.
we were able to go into LSU, last week and get a big win there, beat by 15 points. So.
Right. So I don't know. It's one of those situations you really don't know who's going to come out on top. I know the game that I'm going to be eager to see, and that's 1 o'clock tomorrow between Florida and
Oh, yeah,
Kentucky.
it'll be a good ball game. But
I feel like that Kentucky is going to lose the game, whether it's in the SEC tournament or the NCAA tournament. I really feel like that they're in a position to where they have no other choice but to lose a game.
Well, I think if they're going to lose a game, they'd probably much rather lose it in the SEC tournament than win the SEC tournament and end up losing in the NCAA tournament.
I would love to see them end up losing it in the NCAA tournament. So it's over with. So the run, the big Kentucky Blue run is over.
Yeah.
Is it bad for me to feel that way? Feel that
No.
much animosity towards a basketball team?
No, it's not, because I'm not.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's a shame that I feel that way, but they're very good.
Yeah.
John Calipari, I think, is a cheater. A cheater, Brandon. Just in case if you're watching, Brandon, a cheater.
He's been able to assemble some good basketball teams up there lately, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, I saw them coal miners providing all that money. But, I mean, he was at UMass and got in trouble. He was
Yeah.
at Memphis and got in trouble. But they didn't catch him until after he
Until
left.
after he's gone, yeah.
Right. So he's keeping his doorstep clean
Mhm.
right now. But will he ever leave Kentucky?
I think he will at some point. Yeah.
Where do you think he'll go?
If he leaves Kentucky, it's different than going to the NBA. I don't know if he would go to an NBA team or not. I mean, there's a possibility. Some coaches have been able to transition into the professional level, but it's just not for some.
Okay, who should we pencil in here? Kentucky and Florida? Should we?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Kentucky.
All right,
that game
we're
tomorrow.
gonna pencil in Kentucky. All right, Auburn, LSU.
I'm going with Auburn again.
You're going with
I'm
Auburn.
going with Auburn in this game.
Wow. Tennessee, Arkansas. Heart says Tennessee. Mine
Mine's
says.
Arkansas. I really want Tennessee to win the game.
All right, let's put Arkansas. South Carolina, Ole Miss. You think Ole Miss will win out of Ole Miss and Georgia?
I think Ole Miss will probably win that ball game.
Ole Miss. Now, if Ole Miss loses tonight, it messes our bracket.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
It really would jack our bracket up. But anyway, you really think? I think Tennessee can beat Arkansas.
I think they can. I think they can. But
Let's
it
change
depends. It depends on what Tennessee team shows up.
Well, you know
I mean,
what? They're playing away.
Yeah.
They're not playing at
Yeah,
home.
let's
so
stick with Tennessee there.
Let's go with Tennessee. Let's go. Tennessee beats Arkansas. They'll play Ole Miss.
What time will that game be? That'll be 6 o'clock tomorrow.
7.
Tomorrow night.
That's 6
7
o'clock
yeah,
Central.
6 o'clock on
That's 7 o'clock
in Nashville.
in Nashville. Correct. So, with that being said, we've covered the Southeastern Conference men's basketball tournament in a brief, quick synopsis.
Yeah.
I don't want to see I don't want to see Kentucky win it, but at the same time, if I choose for them to lose, I would much rather them lose in the
Well,
NCAA.
We might as well just go out here and finish filling out the rest of the bracket.
Okay.
When we come back on Tuesday, it's going to be all said and done. We can come back and see where we're
All right.
at.
Kentucky and Auburn. I'm sure we're going to go
say
with Kentucky.
Kentucky in that game. Yeah.
All right.
Tennessee, Ole Miss.
Tennessee, Ole Miss. You really want to go with Tennessee, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but
Let's go with Tennessee.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, Tennessee's got to win.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll have to win 2 games,
Yeah.
tomorrow and Saturday.
yeah.
So Tennessee, Kentucky, and then we're going to go with Kentucky, I'm sure.
Okay.
All
I
right.
hope we're wrong, but
I hope,
That-
I hope we're wrong as well.
yeah,
But the only way Tennessee's going to be able to get to the NCAA tournament.
they're going to have to win
They're gonna have to win
the
it all.
SEC tournament, and that's the same thing goes for Auburn as well.
Exactly. Here's the final score of the Campbell County Cougar baseball team. They lost the first 2 games to Gibbs by a total of 29 runs to 6 runs. 29 runs for Gibbs in 2 games, 6 runs for the Cougars.
Mhm.
Tonight, they played Clinton.
That was up here, right?
It was at Clinton.
Oh, it's at Clinton. Okay.
It was at Clinton, and they lost by a score of 10-0. They had 6 hits, but they lost 10-0. Now, here's some information that I've got from Jeff Evans. Campbell County is 0-2, and there's not a whole lot of stats to talk about. Andrew Evans and Matt Ogden are both hitting 400. They're 2 for 5, and each has a double. Andrew has an RBI, Brandon Miller has 2, and Tate McGee has 3 RBIs. Now, this is early on the first 2 games. I don't know what the stats is tonight against Clinton. I know they had 6 hits, 0 runs. Now, here's the situation. Here's the bad thing. I'm thinking that the pitching for the Campbell County Cougars is a little, they're underachieving. And what I mean by underachieving is the fact that the pitching, according to the stats, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
And for you to play in this district, you've got to have some good pitching. And it may be the fact of them just being fresh, not having those
No.
spring games to play, not having those scrimmages to play. Just got a score update. Campbell County is up 4-1, top of the second against Union County.
Okay.
So maybe the bats are starting to come
Yeah.
alive, and that's what it is.
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah.
repetition.
And also too, I mean, you can come out there and, as a pitcher, and you gotta get disheartened if you're not getting those,
Sure.
those runs, that run support that you need.
Right.
So it's good that they jumped out to a nice lead. You say 4-1 right now.
4-1 in the second inning. Campbell County's up on Union County. Here's the pitching stats. Seth Tackett leads in innings. He pitched 3 and a third inning. His ERA is 6.3. That's huge. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Ryan Harmon, his ERA is 7 in 2 innings. Virgil White, his ERA is 7. If you want to know what ERA is, it's earned run average. I know I'm not talking to you like you're stupid. I just want to make sure everybody out there that's watching understands what we're talking about. Virgil White's ERA is 7 in 1 inning, and these are the top 3 in ERA from the Gibbs doubleheader. Now, here's the situation with Campbell County being in that particular situation with their pitching. It doesn't matter who you put on the mound. They've got very high ERAs. They're not in a rhythm.
Yeah.
They don't have run support. How difficult is that for a young ball club? And when I say young ball club, I mean this is Coach Mays' first year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still very early in the season, and you kind of look at that, and earned run average might be high, but when you're looking at such a small sample size, maybe 2 to 3 innings pitched, I mean, they could have come out there in a game, maybe pitched a couple good innings, and then had a bad inning, gave up a couple runs, and it kind of really runs your ERA up.
Right.
I think their best thing, what they need to do is they just need to stay out there and continue to develop throughout the season, and I think they'll get better later on as they get some more innings under their belt.
Well, I guess as one thing has been playing the spring games and having that rhythm. The
Well, I mean,
majors play.
the major, they play at least
days.
30 or 32 games, and your pitchers and catchers report
Right.
almost 2 weeks before everybody else does. So,
Exactly.
I mean, they're out there throwing off a mound, and
So-
in early February.
Right.
So,
And the difference is, of course, they're playing in nicer weather. They're playing in Florida.
they get to
Mesa,
play
Arizona.
in Arizona or Florida.
Right, in the Grapefruit League or the
Yeah,
Cactus
yeah.
League. And that's the only two leagues, right? Grapefruit and Cactus.
Grapefruit and cactus. Right?
Yeah, so it's one of those situations of being in that particular, to where you go out there and get some work and get some innings.
Yeah.
I mean, like Coach Mays says, told us the other night, you cannot emulate a game
Mhm.
type situation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can get on the mound and you can pitch and you can throw the ball and
Yeah.
you can locate the ball, but it's different when somebody else with a stick, with a
Mhm.
bat, gets in there, stands in the plate, and is trying to
Yeah,
tee
they're
off.
trying to crowd the play a little bit.
Right.
Trying to get
Exactly.
in your head.
It's entirely different then.
But I think it's something that they can work out over the next few ball games. I think they'll improve on the season.
Their schedule, they will play Powell Monday. Let me get to the schedule real quick, if I can find it. Anyway, their schedule, they play Powell on Monday at 5:30 at Powell.
Okay.
Tuesday, they play Powell at home, and it starts at 5:30. And there's going to be great weather next week. It's going to be a little on the cool side. It's going to be in the 50s, I think 50s, low 60s. And that's nice compared to here a couple
Oh, yeah.
weeks ago. That's wonderful. But anyway, go out and support your Campbell County Cougars and Coach Mays and Coach Miracle. Make sure you go out there and see those kids. I'm going to try to get out there and see a game next week or two and support them. Once again, Campbell County lost the first game to Clinton 10-0. The second game, they're up on Union County by a score of 4-1. Sounds like the bats has gotten started, so that's a good thing. Hey, you know much about NASCAR? A little bit?
A little bit.
What about Kurt Busch? Do you know anything about that situation where he bashed his
yeah, I
girlfriend's
heard-
head into his little...
Yeah, I heard some strange stories over that. I don't know.
it was strange, all right.
Yeah.
Well, NASCAR has reinstated Kurt Busch so he can drive Sunday.
Oh.
Not only can he drive Sunday, but here's the deal. Thank you for calling Just Sports. You on the air? Hey, what?
What are you doing tonight, you and Cody?
Not a lot, buddy. How about you?
And Tennessee just gets one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee got one. Do you think they'll beat Arkansas tomorrow?
I don't know.
I think they will. I think they'll beat Arkansas tomorrow.
Tennessee beat them by 5, and Arkansas beat them by 5 when they played again or something.
No, Tennessee beat Arkansas during the season at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Right, then Arkansas played them again, didn't they?
No, they only played Arkansas once. I
Yeah,
believe.
they only played Arkansas
So
once,
they
I do
did, yeah.
believe.
That's what they said tonight.
Oh, really? Well, let me look here and I'll tell you. Maybe they did play Arkansas twice.
The announcer said that, to the
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes, they lost by 5 points,
5 points.
69 to 64
on the road. And they won
at
over
Arkansas, and they won here by
Here in Knoxville,
5
yeah.
points. So it's a 5-point swing either way.
So they did play them twice.
Yes, they did. I apologize. You're correct. Absolutely. You are right on.
Yeah, well, you know them guys that sit the press box,
Yeah,
them announcers,
right,
there's like 4 of them.
right.
They had Josh Richardson up there talking to them and all. And that's what they said.
Yeah. Well, they're right. I thought they only played one time. I was wrong.
So, I don't know. You don't never know about Tennessee.
No.
I know.
There you go.
I'm hoping that Tennessee wins tonight. I mean, wins tomorrow. I really do. I think they can. I think they can beat Arkansas handily. I think they can beat them by at least 7, 8 points. I mean, let's face it. It's at a neutral site. It's a home game for Tennessee, but at the same time, it's an away game.
Yeah.
And they've always played good away.
Yeah. Yeah, there for a while there I was watching it. I didn't know if he gets there, I didn't know if he'd win it or not, the way he's doing.
Yeah.
But they come back to They come back in the end there.
Oh, yes, they did. They was down by 13 points, I believe, at one time in the second half, and they come back and won.
Yeah. They beat them by 6.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's 67 to 61.
Hey, what do you think about Sam Bradford going to the Philadelphia Eagles?
Or not? Yeah, and Foles going to the Rams. Nick
Yeah.
Foles went to the
What
Rams.
now?
Sam Bradford, your quarterback for the Los Angeles or St. Louis Rams,
Yeah.
went to the Philadelphia Eagles and he got traded. Yeah. And Nick Foles, the quarterback for Philadelphia, went to St. Louis. So they just swapped
Foles is a good
quarterbacks.
quarterback, though. I mean, he.
Yeah. Sam Bradford's been hurt for 5 years.
Yeah.
Every year he's been hurt, dinged up or something.
Why they trade like that? I mean,
I don't know. Chip Kelly's just needing another quarterback, and he didn't want to have Nick Foles anymore.
yeah.
And let's face it, in Chip Kelly's offensive scheme of things, Sam Bradford will fit right in.
Mhm.
He don't have to worry about sitting back in the pocket and getting killed.
Yeah.
It's a quick read, quick release passing game.
Mhm.
You agree?
Yeah. And you got Murray there in the backfield now that's going to help out tremendously with the run
Plus,
game.
right. DeMarco Murray is now Philadelphia Eagles as well.
Mhm.
So,
They Chip Kelly up pretty good with the Eagles.
seems like it. I mean, he's got Sam Bradford, he's got DeMarco Murray, and he's got, a couple other guys he's looking at to bring in as well.
We traded McCoy and picked up that linebacker.
Kiko Alonso,
Yeah, I believe that's who it was. Yeah.
something like that.
So.
But anyway, brother, we only own a half hour tonight because we didn't have a whole lot to talk about, and we was afraid nobody was going to call in.
All righty, I'll see you, man.
All right, see you Tuesday.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, folks. That's it for us. First,
Quick, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a quick half hour, but we told Jason we'd cut it to a half hour tonight. So with that being said, we want to thank all of our sponsors once again. That's Sears, Linda Kilgore State Farm, Charlie's Pizza, Castleton's Fitness, Birch Green Printing. I mean, the list just goes on and on for all the folks that has helped us over the years. We've been on the air for 4 years now, consistently 4 years, and we certainly appreciate the support. So, for our executive producer, Jason Shockley, my name is Les Martin.
And I'm Colby Burge.
We will see you Tuesday night at 9 o'clock right here on WLAF.
Or if you're having trouble tossing and turning in bed, or having a backache, or your partner wakes you up when they come to bed, we can solve your problem with our Sealy Posturepedic mattresses or other name brand mattresses at your Sears Hometown store. So come on down to your Sears Hometown store and get some rest for your eyeballs with one of our Sealy or other fine mattresses.
Just look for the parking lot full of cars. Yep, that's Charlie's Pizza.
Hey, this is Joey Fortnite, the world famous Charlie's Pizza. Come down and see us.
First dates, riding with friends, celebrations, a break from work, whatever your excuse for stopping by Charlie's Pizza, everyone understands. Because we all love Charlie's for pizza, pastas, sandwiches, salads, and lots more. What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza specialty? What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza memory? It's the worst kept secret around. It's Charlie's Pizza in Jacksboro. See you there.
Listen up, Cougar fans, wherever you are. Burge Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette next to Big Creek is the place to go for all things Cougar. T-shirts, caps, jackets, and much more. If it's Cougars, it's at Burge Screen Printing. 423-562-3044. Need T-shirts or caps or polos for your business, special event, or church function? Burge is the business to call. Lettering, screen printing, and especially for all things Cougar. Burge Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette.
Hi, I'm Linda Kilgore. This is my 35th year with State Farm, my 25th year here in Campbell County. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I like to just sit down with my customers and help them decide what's right for them. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Now, talk a little bit about the personal trainers. How good are they down here?
They're very great. We love Howard. He's very good with people. He always has people in here. He's working with them really well. They're seeing results. He's he's one of the best that we have, I would say.
So now, would you guys recommend your friends to come to Castleton as opposed?
Absolutely. We got a lot of friends who actually have started coming here, and I would recommend this gym for any other gym in the valley.
Families work out nowadays. Is this a good family?
Yes, it's very family oriented. They have places for the kids to play in the back if they're coming in while the parents are working out.
Right.
And it's very family oriented. There's things for everyone to do, really.
Hello folks, this is Robert again from your Sears Hometown store. If you're having trouble tossing and turning in bed or having a backache or your partner wakes you up when they come to bed, we can solve your problem with our Sealy Posturepedic mattresses or other name brand mattresses at your Sears Hometown.
Jesus saves from sin. In the old time way he saved me, now he dwells within. I like the old time preaching, praying, singing, shouting. I like the old time reading of God's word. I like to hear those old time hallelujahs glory. I like the old time worship of the Lord. I like the old time preaching, praying, singing, shouting. I like the old time reading of God's word. I like to hear those old time hallelujahs glory. I like the old time worship of the Lord.
Good morning, you're on Trading Post.
Sir, I was just calling to see if they had school today. Well, I've got one that won't be going.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that.
Trading Post, weekdays at 8 a.m. on 1450 WLAF.
Hello, Campbell County. Jason Shockley here with your WLAF weather forecast for Fincastle, Glade Springs, and all of beautiful Campbell County. We're looking for a low tonight to be near 50 degrees under cloudy skies. For our Friday, a 50% chance for rainfall throughout the day with a high near 60 degrees and a low near 50 degrees Friday night. This has been your WLAF weather forecast. Stay tuned.
For it's clear my answer is so near. I went back to the place where grace abides. He's been so faithful, oh so true, always there to see me through. And I know heaven's already been notified. I have touched his throne before. My prayers have knocked on heaven's door. My faith has never been denied. So I lay down my gonna be alright. Oh, 'cause heaven's already been notified. You've got burdens hard to bear, so I've kept you in my prayers. I've been calling for your needs to be supplied. Be supplied. Oh, to fix what troubles you, that's just what God loves to do. And that's why heaven's already been